Ito na nga ho mga kadita, Russia versus ICC. Talaga nga naman mga kadita, nagkakainitan na ho dito sa panig ng Russia. Bakit ho natin nasabi nagkakainitan na? Kasi mga kadita, yan o, breaking news. Russia issues arrest warrants versus ICC officials after Putin case. Ano nga ho ba mga kadita? Talakayin muna ho natin ito naging pahayag nitong si President Vladimir Putin. Ano nga ho ba ang kanyang kaso o yung Putin case na pinag-uusapan ho tungkol dyan. Dito ho kasi mga ka-update, itong ICC, wala naman ho yan jurisdiction dyan sa Russia. Ang kaso mga ka-update, gusto ho nilang arestuhin sa ICC ito si President Vladimir Putin sa isa daw hong crime against humanity paggera dyan sa Ukraine. Mga ka-update, yan na nga yung pambabastos ng ICC. Mantakin nyo, wala naman ho kasing pulis o sundalo yung ICC. Tapos gusto hong bastusin, arestuhin ito si Vladimir Putin. Hindi naman ho po pwede yan mga ka-update. Wala nga hong jurisdiction yung ICC. Isa pa ho mga ka-update, kung hindi ho natin pala alam, itong Pilipinas, wala rin hong jurisdiction ng ICC. Dahil sa Southeast Asia, mga ka-update, iisa lamang ho, iisang bansa lamang ho sa Southeast Asia ang kasapi ng ICC. Ano nga ho ba ang bansang ito? Walang iba mga ka-update, ang Cambodia. Kaya mga ka-update, marami ho napapatanong, napapakamot ang ulo. Cambodia ba ang Pilipinas? Hindi ho. Diba? Hindi ho. Pero bakit inaresto si Pangulong Duterte? Bakit to? Sasagutin ho natin yan. Inaresto ho si Pangulong Duterte sa kadahilan ng maleta ang usapan. Nagka-issue mga ka-update, billion-billion, trillion-trillion ho yung ninanakaw dyan sa flood control, yung mga ating mga kababayan, di ba? Marami ho sa ating kababayan yung mga nasawi, yung mga nagdaang baha. Marami ho nasawi. Saan ho yan? Dyan ho yan sa flood control ni Bobong Marcos Jr. Tapos ito yung sinasabi ho natin na ano nga ho ba mga ka-update ang naging dahilan sa agarang pag-aresto nitong si Vladimir Putin dito sa mga ICC. Kasi mga ka-update, yan nga hong hindi niya ho rin matanggapin. Wala naman nga jurisdiction itong ICC dyan sa kanilang bansa sa Russia mga ka-update. Gusto ho siyang dakpin, kunin, na papatawan daw ho siya ng crime against humanity dahil nga ho sa naging giyera sa Ukraine. Mga ka-update, akala ho ba nila papayag yung gobyerno ng Russia na ipaaresto ang kanilang leader, ang presidente? Hindi naman ho yan kamukha ng Pilipinas na ipapaaresto mo yung isang former president sa dayuhan. Hindi naman ho ganyan ang Russia. Hindi rin ho ganyan ang Amerika. At higit sa lahat mga kabdit, hindi ho ganyan ang China. Kaya nga ho yung tatlong bansa nagtutulong-tulong na ano ho, pabagsakin yung ICC. Aarestuhin ho yung mga ICC officials. Etong si Karim Khan, isa na ho yan. Meron ho kasing issue yan mga ka-update na alam niyo na yung mga gumagamit ng white powder. Hindi ho siya sa white powder mga ka-update. Anong issue niya? Yung katapos gumamit ng white powder mga ka-update, yung mga kababaihan, alam niyo na ho yan. Binabastos, binababoy nila. Ganyan ho yung issue niya, hindi siya sa white powder. Doon ho siya sa kabilang kaso. Kaya mga data, wala na ho tayong paligoy-ligoy pa. Kung bago lang ho sa ating channel, isang like, isang share, isang subscribe lang ho, malaking tulong na yan. React na ho tayo, pasadahan na ho natin itong si Atty. Trixie Angeles patungkol ho sa TRO ni Senator Bato de la Rosa kung maaaresto ho ba siya o mas mauuna pang maaresto itong mga ICC officials. Kaya mga update, react na ho tayo.
Is the party of former Congressman Mike Defensor. Alright, so let's clear that up. Reforma is of former House Speaker Debot Alvarez. Reform Party is for Congressman Mike Defensor, but they have both joined the Rage Coalition. Bakit po ba kuda ng kuda si Lacson, laman ng mainstream media? As for let's answer the previous question of yung pinagre-resign ni Wisit Solita Monsod, who was asking the 13 to resign. These kinds of exhortations, itong mga paghihikayat na ganito, ay maliwanag na last-ditch effort. Wala siyang strategiya, wala siyang intelligence, wala siyang wit. Kumbaga, walang nilalaman at walang pang-back up doon. Pag sinabi niyang, kayong 13, mag-resign na kayo, sila yung majority. Have you ever heard the term tilting on windmills? Galing ito dun sa sa Don Quixote de la Mancha na nobela na sinugod ni Don Quixote yung mga windmills thinking that he was going after some monsters. So ito, tilting at windmills, it's delusional na a statement that could be slightly detached from reality. So, yes, for yung kuda ng kuda si Lacson, alam niyo naman po, yung lata na walang laman, yun po yung maingay. But in the case of Senator Lacson, these are signs, as well as Professor Lita Mansod, it seems to me that this is the kind of language used by the desperate. Hindi sila, can you imagine, they think na ang liit lang ng kailangan nila. What? Ang mali nga ni Senator Erwin Tulfo, akala niya isa lang ang kailangan nila para ma-regain yung majority. Paano yun? 13 yung kabila, 11 sila, makakuha sila ng isa. It will be 12-12. And 12-12 means that it's going to be status quo. So, medyo mali. In the meantime, yung iba dito, sige na, mag-resign na kayo because they see or they think that the majority holds only a very small margin. But if that margin is still unreachable, then it doesn't matter how big it is or even how small. If it is a dedicated 13, hindi sila matitibag at kahit anong paghihikayat na ginagawa ng kung sino-sino ay hindi magkakaroon ng epekto. Ngayon, ang sinabi nito last week. Pero actually, umiikot na yung balita na si Win Gatchalian daw ang napupusuan para umupo bilang Senate President. Pero napupusuan nino. Ang sabi, kaya daw si Win Gatchalian ang iniuupo bilang Senate President ay dahil acceptable daw siya to both sides. Paano magiging acceptable dun sa 13? Hindi naman nila choice yun. Pero sabi daw, acceptable siya dun sa mga willing tumawid. So, ilan kaya yun? But the problem is, itong strategiya nilang ganito ay isinasabay nila dun sa strategiya, sa bahagi ng strategiya na nag-threaten o sunod-sunod ang pag-file ng mga kaso laban dun sa 13. So, sa tingin ninyo, mahihikayat ba silang lumipat? Ganun na nga kinakasuhan sila. So, inaaway, kinakasuhan, pina-attack sa mga trolls. It doesn't seem to me psychologically conducive to getting people to join you when you're attacking them. You know, fear only goes so far. If you want people to join you, you must make it such that they want to. Okay? Next. Good morning kay Salonga Sakal. Sabi ni TDC, nabasa ko yung pahayag ng Malacanang, paglabag sa batas yon, di ba? Agad na pagpapatupad ng warrant of arrest. Actually, yes. And this can give rise to a action before the Supreme Court. Tingnan natin kung anong pwedeng mangyari dyan. Pero ako ang tingin ko is that they're pushing the envelope. Sinasadya na, sinasagad nila yung kanilang advantage. What they're doing is, tinatakot nila yung mga supposedly may warrant. Tinatakot nila into either giving up or running or something. Tinatakot nila and then, kumbaga, nagpapakita ng dahas o angas ang gobyerno. Mga kaso sa mga senador, mga warrants of arrest, mga kaso sa mga taong sumusuporta kay VP Inday, yung pagpupush pa rin ng impeachment, all of these are intended to show the might of government para nararamdaman natin yung bigat nito. Naalala niyo si Marcos Sr.? Marami siyang ginawang pagbabago sa batas para makapagpatuloy-tuloy siya bilang diktador. Kaya nga ang tawag sa kanya ay constitutional dictator kasi ginawa niyang bahagi ng batas ang pagiging pinuno. Ang nakikita natin dito sa administrasyon ni Bongbong Marcos ay yung pag-weaponize sa system of justice at muli, hindi ako nagdududa na mag-a-attempt siya ng sarili niyang version ng constitutional dictatorship. Is it legal when General Torres said that he wants to join the manhunt of Senator Bato? Wanting and doing are two different things. So he wants to join, but he's MMDA chairman. So anong power niya to join the manhunt unless he's doing it as a citizen's arrest or unless the MMDA is given a mandate of its own? Nakakatawa na nga lang si Bongbong Marcos, si Presidente, and I use that term loosely, si Presidente Marcos, dahil nag-a-attempt siya manakot ng mga tao, pinapahirapan ng buhay, or he doesn't care whether mahirapan o hindi ang buhay. He's just making people hate him. So that, let's say na itulak nga nila, isagarin nila yung capability ng mga taong tanggapin ang kanilang yung ginagawa ng administrasyon. At some point, diba, people will just say, F it, not gonna do that. Upo na lang tayo. It's a different kind of rebellion. Diba? Or no, sorry, revolution. Okay. Sabi ni, ano pong say ninyo sa sinabi ni Attorney Panelo na dapat habeas corpus ang final na request ng kampo ni Senator Bato sa halip ng TRO? What I think is that Attorney Panelo has the right to say anything that he wants to say. May karapatan siya na mag-provide ng sarili niyang haka-haka at mga thoughts tungkol dun sa kaso ng kahit sino, basta pampubliko. In other words, the case has been made public. But I do not agree that the lawyers should be litigating their cases in public. Ang dapat nilang kinakausap ay ang Korte Suprema. Na Attorney Sal, okay lang. But this is not a good idea for lawyers to be trading, having to defend themselves in the court of public opinion. The only court that matters now is the Supreme Court. Sabi ni Marky Mark, let's say yung CONAS papasa, anong pwedeng remedy? Sinabi niyo ng papasa. Unang-una, hindi ako naniniwalang papasa kasi nga, that's what the Senate majority is for. That's what they're doing. The reason they keep wanting the leadership of the Senate is in order to be able to get into CONAS. Kumbaga. Pero maipapasa ba ang mga reforma? Mahihirapan sila because you need, in a constitutional assembly, you need 3/4 vote of the House and 3/4 vote of the Senate. Sabi ni Sweet Dreams, the sinful majority. What do you mean sinful majority? What majority are you talking about? Are pushing on its propaganda. Who is the majority here? Kasi hindi ako naniniwala. Tayo yung minority? Yung Senate is the minority? What are you talking about na majority? Sabi ni Francis Leon Mangustin, how can a writ of habeas corpus if Senator Bato is not detained by the state? You can teka muna, unang-una, hindi nga ako agree that we should be litigating this in public. Pero sige, you want an theory on that one. Yung pag-remain ni Senator at the time at that time, because it no longer applies right now. At the time, Senator Bato was in the Senate effectively detained. Hindi siya makalabas kasi arrestuin siya sa labas. Sabi ni Big Rock, akala ni Monsod, napaka-influential niya. I think it's more desperation. Kasi hindi niya inisip yun eh. Mag-resign na kayo. Really? Anong armas mo? Anong sandata mo para ma-convince yung, yung mga senador na mag-resign or lumipat to the minority? Diba? Ano yung paghihikayat na yun? Pinapag-resign niya dahil pinapaglipat niya dun sa minority because of the threat of cases. Alam niyo, kahit lumipat yung mga senador, those cases are not going to go away anytime soon. Gagamitin at gagamitin yan ng administrasyon hanggang until they get their chance to extend their terms. At sino may sabi na pag lumipat sila ay mawawala yung danger na yun? So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, huwag niyong tulungan yung minority. Pag sinasabi niyo, hulo, nakakatakot, baka magpalit na naman ng majority and all that, bakit kayo matatakot? Right now, I don't see it happening. Pero, if you're going to feed into the fear that is their weapon, edi tumutulong tayo sa kanila. Sila dyan yung pinakasandata nila, pananakot, ba't natin tutulungan sila manakot? And even more, bakit tayo magpapatakot? Sabi ni Casey, does it still require 16 votes? Say 2 senators are absent during voting. Yes. The constitutional provision says 2/3 of the members of the Senate, not the members who are present, not 2/3 of the quorum, 2/3 of the members of the of the Senate. Sure, 2/3 of the members of the Senate. Sabi ni Ma'am Thea, medyo out of topic, pero maganda mapag-usapan. Hindi kaya sinabihan ni John Vic si Bato na umalis na ng Senate kasi nga kukunin siya doon ng NBI? Why would he do that? And why would you attribute that to John Vic? Hindi ba matalino na si Senator Bato? Alam niya kung ano yung reason, kung ano ang dapat niyang gawin. Alam niya na as long as he is in the Senate, guguluhin at guguluhin ang Senado. And as long as he's in the Senate, mag-a-attempt ang NBI na pasukin sila doon? No naman. Seriously? Bakit kailangan i-attribute pa kay John Vic yun? What makes you think he would have any impetus or motivation to do that? Hindi natin yang kakampi, ha? He may be able to read the law correctly, but that doesn't mean he's on our side. Doesn't mean that he's on the side of Senator Bato. It doesn't mean that he's on any side that will give advantage against his patrons. No, my question isn't, what you mean by sinful. My question is what you mean by majority. Sinasabi mo may sinful majority. Are you saying the 13 right now are sinful? Sabi ni Julian's World May Vlog, si Karen Davila featuring Trillanes. Did not watch it, but check the comments. Trolls present. Si Karen na kaya ang bagong tuning? I think it's very difficult to make sweeping generalizations, di ba? There's one story, let's say a journalist writes one story that you do not agree with. Ayaw na ba natin sa kanya? What if the next day, they write a story na gusto naman natin? Hindi ba pwedeng ayaw natin yung storya? Kasi ang hirap na sasabihin nyo, ayaw nyo dito sa tao, ayaw nyo dito sa tao. Or you will call him or her something that she will no longer be later on. Ngayon, kawatan. Bukas, hero, may ni-rescue. Parang ganun ba? I think that it's easier to pass judgment on the story. Sabi ni Wyman, yung statement ni Justice Leone na patikim sa magiging hatol ng Supreme Court bukas. Ma'am, sir, yung lalabas bukas, i-upload lang po nila yung decision. Kung di ako nagkakamali, ang pagkakaintindi ko, sa Monday, i-upload yung decision sa TRO. Hindi ko pa nakikita na yung announcement says na yung final na hatol na o yung hatol na bukas on the entire case. Sabi ni It's Me Soy Sauce, Monsod speaks only of articulates only her opinion, not for all the taong bayan and trying to get followers po. Ganun ba? Pero behind on her opinion, di natin alam what's the deal. Sabi ni Robbie, need ba at least 13 votes para mapalitan ng SP in case na hindi pumunta si Bato? 12 pa rin naman, which is majority pa rin versus 9. 11 po yung kabila. And it's still a majority. Even if they consider it a tie would mean the status quo. Sabi ni JP, BBM learned something from the past. He bought everybody. He made sure almost all branches of government are on his side before initiating the greatest robbery in our country's history. Sabi ni Juan Carlos, you're correct. 16 still needed to convict an impeachable official even though only 20 or less senators are present during the trial until the final verdict. Sabi ni Ma'am Michelle, ang toxic ng kakambings. Inuobligan nila yung mga non-political vloggers na makuha yung political opinion sa nangyayari sa gobyerno at worse, nag-aaway pa yung followers pag sinagot sila na hindi naman yan mga political vloggers. Bakit need nila gawin yun? Ang tingin ko, you can't make somebody do something that they don't want. Sorry, I really have to take this off. Grabe yung glare. Sabi ni TDC, first time ngayon, VP ang tinitira ng media, hindi presidente. Oo, kakaiba. Para namang ang trabaho ng VP ay nakakaapekto sa ekonomiya. Hi, thank you kay Ma'am Isobel. Sabi ni Finding Fiona, di ako natatakot, attorney, nakakagalit na sa pambababoy nila sa atin sa ligang batas. Sabi ni TDC, same with Rica Peralejo, ayaw niya pag-resign si BBM kasi tayo nag-upo, mga tungaw naman nila, corrupt support pa rin nila nakakasal. Basically, what she's saying is pro-BBM siya. Wag na nilang i-sugarcoat, no? Diba, kunwari pa sila na meron silang advocacy ang iba. Ang gusto nila, may diktador dyan. They don't really care about justice in this country. They don't care about the lack of services. They don't even care about PhilHealth. Sabi ni Reyes Jaeger, crazy that the Pinks are now siding with the son Marcos, whom they have been bashing for the past 30 years. Di na nila nakita that the executive wants to control the co-equal branch, the Senate. It's just a means. What this president wants is to extend his term. This president wants his own 20 years like his father. Wag na tayong maglokohan. Totoo ba na kinasuhan ng Russian government ang ICC? Yes. Russia withdrew its signature from the Rome Statute, and it considers the ICC actions, particularly according to the BBC, particularly the warrant of arrest issued for President Putin regarding the war in Ukraine, to be illegal. In retaliation, Moscow has sent its own arrest warrants for ICC prosecutors and judges and sentenced them in absentia to retaliatory jail terms. I think we can do that. But under this president, I seriously doubt that. Sabi ni Drexel, they only care about their purse. The United States also imposed severe economic sanctions, visa restrictions, and asset freezes against ICC judges and the chief prosecutor. These measures were heavily escalated by the Trump administration in response to ICC investigations into American personnel and close allies like Israel. Donald Trump has also reportedly sought to collaborate with Russia and China to combat the court. So, yes, they are attacking. Sabi ni WC, di ba ang kapangyarihan ay nasa tao, ang ibig sabihin ay binabaliwala ang 32 million na boto ng VP, ang tanong nasaan ang demokrasya? I don't think you're asking for an answer, are you? I assume that's a rhetorical question. Sabi ni Wyman, natatawa lang ako kay Kong Erice, nag-no to Duterte because of dynasty. Pero nung tinanong siya if okay ba mag-VP si Tulfo for either Mar or Lenny, ang sagot niya ay maybe. At ni Tulfos kaya ang nakaupo ngayon. Not sure. Sabi ni It's Me, Soy Sauce, remember PH now is under risks economy and the admin has no plans to fix the issue, only focusing on politics and their benefits. What does it tell us? We need to unite and stand up to do our part. Sabi ni Bex, ang sakit sa puso na mabasa yung nangyayari kay PRD ngayon sa ICC. Lahat ng tao ay may konsyensya, pero parang ang ICC at si BBM and Company, parang naniwala na sila. Napaka-inhuman yung ginagawa nila. Sabi ni Way, I see it, as long as the brave 13 majority senators stay solid, we are assured of a fair impeachment trial for VP Sara and just completion of flood control scandal investigation. Sabi ni Dare to Us, sabi ni J-Rob, sa FB niya, tuluyan yun na daw si Auntie Claire. Ako ang kausap? Huwag nga kayong sulsol. That's not really very becoming. Okay. Hi, kay notification. Okay. Sabi ni Z, let's make this easy and simple for everyone. Under Article 8, the Supreme Court isn't just higher, it's the final boss. DOJ might manage the NBI, pero SCN constitutional parent. No. But pag may clash, NBI follows the judiciary, not the executive. No. DOJ can bark, but SC decides. No. NBI doesn't freestyle. They move only when the court says go. If DOJ says jump, pero SC says sit, NBI sits. Okay, no, not necessarily. You make it appear as though the Supreme Court is in their direct line of command. It isn't. The Supreme Court, according to the Constitution, determines matters of grave abuse of discretion or makes decisions on cases and controversies brought before it. When the Supreme Court makes a decision, that becomes part of the law of the land. So all persons are required, particularly the parties, are required to abide by it. So, no, you cannot characterize the Supreme Court as being in the direct line of command of the executive agencies for law enforcement. What they have to do is obey the law. And the Supreme Court's decision, it becomes part of the law of the land. Sabi ni Who Jinxed Nadia, apart from you, I'm thankful for political analysts like Lito Banayo and Malu Tikya. I agree with this. 100%. Napasimple lang mag-explain and straightforward, hindi trying hard to sound intelligent. Hi, Sir Art. Sabi ni Kokoy Taylor, dapat kung gaano kadami nagko-comment dito, ganun din comment natin sa mga mainstream media na nag-feature kina Bato, Robin, and Cayetano. Pinuputaktik kasi ng trolls eh. Natatawa nga ako because there is a proposal in the House of Representatives na imbestigahan at hanapin, puksain ang mga troll farms. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, akala nila kasi yung troll farms nanggagaling sa side natin eh. But really, wala tayong capability. Ordinary, regular, day-to-day people who have their own vlogs usually don't have their own troll armies. Troll armies usually are put together by, most of the time, are used and weaponized by PR firms. So, why do mainstream media have their own troll farms? It's to put in the comments in their comment sections. Number one, for more engagement, more hits, more clicks. And number two, to show that, to make it appear as though people support whatever stand they have taken, whatever their editorial policy is, supportahan ng kanilang mga troll farms. So, yun yung point. So, natatawa ako dun sa, sa bill or sa proposal na gumawa ng batas, making it illegal to have troll farms. I don't know if that will pass constitutional muster, meaning papasabayan sa Korte Suprema na constitutional yan, because I don't think so. I don't think it will. But, they're barking up the wrong tree. Sabi ni Hope Dignity, napanood niyo po ba yung video ni Auntie Claire? I make it a point not to. Bakit ko iinisin ang sarili ko by watching her? Lalong-lalo na if there is very little information that she delivers. I'd rather find out from even mainstream or from other vloggers. But, putting myself through the agony of watching one of her videos, pass. No, I cannot make a guess on what the decision is. Remember ha, lahat ng opinions na binigay namin about the decision on the TRO will really is speculative. Yun yung take namin. However, erase lahat yon once the decision comes out. As far as I know, on Monday, what they're going to do is upload the decision on the TRO, not on anything else. So, ang ini-explain ni Justice Leonen is basically how they ruled. So, bago po tayo magpatuloy, like, share, follow, and subscribe. Kasi ang daming nanonood, pero 326 lang po ang nag-press ng like button. Thank you very much for lahat ng nandito sa TikTok na nag-share ng live, and thank you very much kay Andressa, kay Christy Pua, thank you very much. And don't forget to tap as well. Sabi ni Lorna, hindi ba they'll upload the decision sa main case and not anymore the TRO? Let's find out. Let's check it out. Oh, that's right. Hindi. So yeah, according to ABS-CBN, the Supreme Court will be uploading the decision on the TRO. And related documents. Let me see what else. The court clarified that it has not yet made a ruling on the main case. Oh yeah, let me look at the Supreme Court statement. So yeah, it's not on the main case. The court will upload the opinions relating to the denial of the temporary restraining order status quo ante in GR number 278747. There was still no decision on the main petition, as stated in the court's press release last Wednesday. That's this is the statement of the Supreme Court, May 24, 2026. This announcement, this statement was made to clarify Senior Associate Justice Marvic Leonin's statements because these were taken out of context. This was in a meeting he had with the IDP and Mindanao State University in Marawi yesterday, which was mainly about Sharia and the responsibilities of lawyers. Okay? So, does that settle the issue? Ilang tanong na naman yan. Sabi ni Atbar, grabe workaholic niya. Not really. Tamad pa ako nito. Hi kay Erjan, he's watching from GMA Cavite. It's interesting. According to TikTok, I am now in the top 99 para sa mga live. Thank you, Ma'am Andressa, Ma'am Christy, Sir JC, thank you very much. Thank you din for Lululu. And kay Miz for the finger heart. Thank you very, very much sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa atin dito sa TikTok. Huwag pong kakalimutan mag-share, ha? Okay. Huwag pong kakalimutan, press the like button or at least the reaction button for those who are on the blue and the red apps. Because 371 lang of all of the viewers here, both Facebook and YouTube, that's 1,455, not counting the viewers here on the black app. Pero 375 lang yung likes or yung reactions. Sabi ni Ferdy, kung papabol kay Senator Bato ang decision ng Supreme Court, hindi po papabol, dininay na po yung TRO. And the decision that's going to be uploaded on Monday, tomorrow, is simply on the TRO. Ngayon, kung tinatanong ninyo yung main decision, kung papabol kay Senator Bato, how can that decision help the case of PRDs already in The Hague? The Philippines, or the defense, has taken the position ni PRD na that the ICC has no jurisdiction. If the Supreme Court upholds it, then that bolsters the defense of President Duterte. Sabi ni Z, are you saying po ba that the Supreme Court orders don't cut deeper than executive orders? The Supreme Court doesn't give orders. It sets the law. It's not like, except if you're in a case. Okay, if you're in a case, you're parties to the case, the Supreme Court can tell you how to behave. But not, especially in relation to the court. So that's why there's such a thing as a contempt order. But the Supreme Court is not an executive branch. It does not command. Unless you're talking about the Supreme Court justices that have administrative control and supervision over judges. So no, what the Supreme Court does is it clarifies and interprets the law. It decides when you have made a decision with grave abuse of discretion, and then they overturn that decision. But what it says is it tells you what the law is and how it is applied. Meaning, somebody goes to court saying this person did not obey the law. The court will decide whether or not this person obeyed the law or not, and then issues an order. The order isn't issued to the parties, it's issued to the state agencies to compel those parties to, if it's a criminal case, it goes to the state agencies. Oh, BJMP, take this person into custody. Ganyan. Oh, Bureau of Corrections, take this person into custody. Ganon. The Supreme Court will not order the agencies. They don't do that. Not without the case. Okay? The Supreme Court doesn't order anybody. It decides cases. You have to stop thinking of it as being part of the executive. Sabi ni RJ Tech, what do you think of this, ma'am? Mas maigi po ba mag-abroad na lang si Bato pumuntang Amerika? I think mas safe siya sa Amerika since galit ng US sa ICC. Possible. We don't know if it will change its mind. We don't know if they will take a stand consistent with regard to Senator Bato. Sabi ni Wei, I see it. Antayin na lang yung ruling sa main case that will settle the question regarding the validity of the ICC warrant dito kay Senator Bato, which this government doesn't want to do, kaya pinipush nila manhunt kay Senator Bato. Yes, in a roundabout sort of way, but yes. Thank you, Ma'am Andresa. Hi kay Jepson. Ay, kamusta na po yung naka-quarantine na pets ko, nakalabas na po? Okay na ba? Paki-greet naman po si baby Shih Tzu ko na si Donut. Hi, Donut. How are you doing? I hope your mommy gives you lots of pets. He's listening while nanonood ako sa inyo. How cute naman. Um, do we need to recognize the victims of alleged EJK? They don't even tell us their names. Since the Supreme Court of the Philippines is not working for PRD arrest, hence the alleged family survivors went to ICC. How can the Supreme Court be working for PRD's arrest? The Supreme Court only decides cases and controversies. So, I think you assume that the court can decide na, let's work on this. No. The court is passive. They wait for the cases to be brought to them. Hindi yan pwede na makikialam sila that they will work on something. The issue here is bakit hindi nag-file ng mga kaso yung mga victims dito sa Pilipinas? I'm talking about the DOJ not doing something to NBI barking about ICC warrant validation since under ng DOJ si NBI. It's simple. It is policy. The DOJ, the NBI, okay, ang supervision ng DOJ sa NBI is, I'm not sure if it is control and supervision. Wait lang, tignan natin. Okay, so the DOJ exercises control and supervision over the NBI. Anong ibig sabihin nun? It means that the DOJ can reverse a decision made by the NBI director. So kunwari, NBI director decides, manhunt kami for Senator Bato. The DOJ can say, oops, no, you can't. Or no. So the secretary can tell the NBI director, itigil mo yan. Pwede niyang, that's what you mean by having control. So the NBI, being under the DOJ, is under its control and supervision. Hindi po kasali ang SC dyan. Okay? Because these are, the DOJ is in the line of command over the NBI. But the Supreme Court is not in the line of command over any of them because they are the judiciary and not the executive. Sabi ni Ma'am Beverly, since walang police power ang SC, wala rin po bang mangyayari kung i-define ng executive ang decisions ng Supreme Court? No, ma'am, it doesn't work that way. Unang-una, anong ibig sabihin ng police powers? Police power is the power to make laws for the public good and public interest. So, what you mean is walang enforcement powers. Wala rin daw po kung mangyayari kung i-define ng executive. That's precisely what is known as a constitutional crisis. May power ang Supreme Court to execute its orders through the sheriff. Yung sheriff po ang nag-execute ng orders ng Supreme Court. But sometimes it needs the assistance of the executive. For instance, the police, sometimes it can ask that, but that is not in the ordinary course of things. So, kunwari ejectment, nag-decide ang hukuman, dapat family X, alis na kayo dyan sa tinitirhan ninyo dahil 10 taon na kayo hindi nagbabayad ng upa. Pagdating ang sheriff, pwede siyang humingi ng tulong sa police to make sure that order is observed. Hindi yung police yung magdidistong ka ng bahay o magsisira ng lock. Yung sheriff yun, or pwedeng mag-hire yung may-ari ng bahay ng ibang tao who will be working under the supervision of the sheriff. Pag nag-defy ang executive ng decisions ng Supreme Court, yan na nga po ang tinatawag natin na constitutional crisis. When two branches of government are in complete opposition and things come to a standstill. Hi, Miss Emma. Sabi niya, super kilig daw siya nakapagpa-picture. Saan po tayo nagkita? Let me see. Sabi ni Marilyn, andyan daw kanila sina Attorney Vic at may prayer rally for VP Sara sa impeachment. Saan po ba yan? Ay, thank you kay Miss Lani. Wow, 3 months in the fan club. Thank you very, very much po, ma'am. Thank you din kay Agnes. Meron palang Heart Me Mission ang TikTok. It's supposed to get a certain number of heart me's doon sa ano. Itong reward system dito sa TikTok still sometimes befuddle me. So ano daw kayo ng mga heart me? Kasi one coin lang yun yata eh. Hi Miss Christy, thank you very much. Sabi ni Hope Dignity, paano po kung sabihin ng Supreme Court na kinikilala nila yung warrant ng ICC? So, pwede na bang arestuhin si Senator Bato? Pati na ang lahat ng nasa listahan na aarestuhin. Kailangan kasi ng trial para kilalanin yung, ganito yan. The Supreme Court has to determine, kailangan nilang i-interpret yung batas. That law is 9851. So, kung i-interpret ng court na hindi na kailangan dumaan sa hukuman, then executable yung warrant. Pag dinetermine ng Supreme Court na kailangan pa yan dumaan sa trial court, then hindi siya makikilala until the trial court gives the go signal. Sabi ni Wilmar, kung sakali man matuloy ang paghuli kay Bato, mapagbibigyan o irerespeto kaya ng ICC ang Bato Camp kung sabihin nila, i-delay muna dahil meron siyang constitutional mandate na need gawin dahil sa impeachment proceedings. Okay, what it means is that, well, ganito. Personally, ang important is hindi muna siya madala sa ICC. Kasi dun sa kay PRD, nag-decide ang pre-trial chamber na may jurisdiction ang ICC kahit hindi inobserbahan yung mga requirements dito sa Pilipinas. Even if taliwas yun, even if the decision ay taliwas mismo sa Rome Statute. So, masyadong risky para kay Senator Bato na madala siya sa Hague at mapasok na sa ICC because by then, baka applyin ng ICC pre-trial chamber yung ginawa nila kay PRD. May alam po ba kayo sa kaso ni Lacson? Closed case na po ba yun? What if nasa majority si Lacson? For sure, bubuhayin nila case niya. If you're talking about Curatong, dismissed na po kay Senator Lacson. Sabi ni Jamal, wala nang labasan pag nadala na sa Hague. Well, I hope not. Ma'am Andresa, thank you very much for the heart me and the roses. Ay, may maisog rally daw sa Rome, Italy. Good luck. I hope everybody, I hope maraming pumunta doon. Sabi ni Noel, watching siya from Duncan, BC, Canada. Hi, Ma'am M. Akaying sa Yellow House. Thank you very much nga pala po. Ay, oo, now I recognize you. I can see your picture. Hi, Ma'am. Happy din po kami. Nakilala ka namin doon. At, ang saya-saya dito sa Davao kasi people are so friendly tapos nakakatuwa, minsan nakakagulat because natitigil na lang nila minsan kami tapos sasabihin, pwede bang magpa-picture? Sabi ni Ma'am Christy, per account, once a day lang pala heart me. Yes, ma'am, but we need a certain amount, I think, for us to advance to something. I have no idea. I just get the notification. So thank you very much for the heart me, Ma'am Christy. Ay, hindi ko po nadala pa yung aming gift, but I will next time. Nakalimutan ko sa totoo lang. Ura-urada, kaya nga wala kaming live nung the night that we left. Sabi ni Jamal, yung kaso ng anak ni Lacson na smuggling, I don't think that umabot na sa court yun. Kasi I think it was primarily a seizure case. But I have to check up on that one. Hi, Ma'am Beverly. Follow up daw sa question niya. Kasi gaya po ng pinayagan ng Supreme Court si GMA to seek medical treatment abroad, pero hinarang ni Delima si GMA sa airport. Then wala namang sanctions ang Supreme Court kay Delima. Hindi, ganito. Correct. Merong order ang Supreme Court pero hindi sa walang sanctions ng Supreme Court kay Delima. Hindi ko alam kung paano niresolba ng IBP yung kaso niya, but finailan siya ng disbarment case or disciplinary action sa IBP. At yun po yung kaniyang hindi ko na po alam kung ano nangyari dun sa kaso na yun. But that prevented her from becoming a justice of the Supreme Court. Sabi ni Mama Mirn, I think all the problems in the Philippines is planned by a lady, not a man. Ooh, that's interesting. Good morning. Other than perjury already filed, is there any other case that can be filed against Villanes? Perjury. Perjury? Kinasuhan siya ng perjury, no? Kala ko libel yung kinaso sa kanya ni Attorney Mans, di ba? Sabi ni Jong, the Supreme Court stands as a definitive example of a judiciary prioritizing laws on paper over real-world physical urgency. Rather, against a foreign tribunal, treated the emergency request null and void. Again, I think that we have to see why the court ruled that way. Alamin muna natin kung bakit. Kasi what's happening here is that you saw that there's a denial of the TRO, but let's find out kung bakit dininay yon. That will help us understand yung decision. and if something else can be done about it. Sabi ni Francis, bakit po ba hindi naamit ang mga naging investigations ng DFA by Senator Amy? DFA. Oh no, it's the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs. Di ba nagpatunay na mali ang pagdadakip? No. Actually, ganito yan. Ang committees ng Senado are inquiries in aid of legislation. Hindi po sila investigasyon katulad ng sa NBI. Pinag-aaralan mga pangyayari para i-determine kung kailangan may batas na gagawin. Ngayon, habang nag-i-inquiry, posibleng may makitang anomalya or possible na krimen. Pag mayroon ganon, ikokolektahan lahat ng mga dokumento, yung transcripts at saka affidavits or anything like that, tungkol doon sa possible crime at ifo-forward yan sa tamang ahensya tulad either ng NBI kung civilian at or other crimes o mga common or mga crimes not involving those crimes that are subject to the purview of the OMB. So, either OMB o sa DOJ, fino-forward yung mga yon. Iimbestigahan yung mga yon to determine if a crime has been committed. At kung meron, ifo-forward yan dun sa hukuman. Wala pa pong findings sa investigations, if any, ng either DOJ or ng Ombudsman. Pero, the same documents were also sent to Attorney Kaufman in The Hague para maisumite bilang ebidensya sa ICC. Sabi ni Hope Dignity, so ibig sabihin po talaga dapat siya magtago kasi once na nahuli naman po siya, ididiretso siya sa Hague. Well, ako I prefer not to call it magtago because there's no reason. Hindi natin kinikilala ang jurisdiction ng ICC. And therefore, walang visa dapat yung arrest warrant na yon. Or, kailangan dalhin yung warrant na yan ng Philippine government kung inaamin nila na may warrant sila. Then, dalhin nila yon sa hukuman para ma-determine ng court kung nararapat na ipadala si Senator Bato doon. Habang hindi nila ginagawa yon, malayang lumakbay, manatili somewhere, maghukay ng hideout, maghukay siya ng living room sa ilalim ng lupa, ganyan. Malaya siya. Kasi nga, hindi dumadaan sa hukuman yung warrant of arrest. So, I don't call it hiding, and I don't call it evading or escaping, kasi nga, kailangan muna nilang patunayan yung warrant bago yan magkabisa dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, let me just check yung isang tanong. Okay. Sabi ni JP, is there a higher court that the ICC will listen to if they were told they have no jurisdiction, like the United Nations, for example? No. The United Nations has no judicial relationship. The ICC kasi is standalone. Kumbaga, may appeals within the ICC itself, katulad ng mga appeals from the decisions of the pre-trial chamber na ginawa ni Attorney Kaufman. Dinala niya yung appeals to the appeals chamber of the ICC. So, merong ganun. But, the UN or the UN Security Council cannot overturn or appeal decisions made by the ICC. The ICC is independent. So, ano yung powers ng UN Security Council in relation naman to the ICC? The Security Council can adopt a resolution suspending an investigation or prosecution for a renewable period of 12 months if it deems that the deferral is necessary for the maintenance of international peace and security. But it does not say if the person or persons can be held while the investigation or prosecution is suspended, and if the ICC allows it. So, the UN Security Council can also grant the ICC jurisdiction over situations in non-state parties by referring the matter to the ICC. Sabi ni Mu, totoo po yung UN. Sige po, ano yung basis niyo? Makikinig naman po kami. Sabi ni Rain, what if sinabi ng Supreme Court na need ipakita sa court? Tapos ang court sinabi valid yung warrant. Paano yun? It can be appealed to the Supreme Court. It's still part of the judicial system. Pero ako, I strongly suggest you ask the right questions. Pag dumaan po ba ang case ni Senator Bato sa local court, will the court investigate if valid talaga mga evidence na dinala sa ICC? I'm not sure if that's within the purview of the court to examine evidence, no? But it can, on the basis of our withdrawal from the Rome Statute itself, and if kikilalanin natin or how our laws will reflect, interpret, or provide context to those. Sabi ni Dolce Vita, ano pong gusto niyong pasalubong bukod sa Carabinieri? Alam niyo, ma'am, Carabinieri, tapat na tayo. Okay na yan. So, ma'am, uwi po kami next month. May rosary po ako galing Vatican for you. Thank you very much. Happy na po ako with whatever. Like, pagdasal niyo po ako. Yun ang gusto ko. Pagdasal niyo po ako na matapos ko na kaagad ang thesis ko at makabalik na ako ng yung my head is back in the game. Sabi ni Mo, tanong po yun. So yung sa UN nga po, and the Security Council can refer cases or ask for a suspension of the investigation or prosecution. Pwedeng hilingin yun ng Security Council. And usually, sumusunod ang ICC sa hiling ng Security Council.